It is great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Lubbock has one of the best fan bases in college football. When you step on the field, they are welcoming, they are loud, and they are passionate about their Red Raiders. This has become a must-visit venue. If you're talking about college football, do not sleep on Lubbock, Texas. The Red Raiders are ready to roar. Guys?
Okay, Holly. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. On the ground, it's Cobb. There he goes. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. He's up to 55 yards rushing already. What a way to start this new season. They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. Caught in the backfield, it's Nimrod. Got enough space, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
And you just cannot draw up the start of a season any better than that. Opening drive of the first game of the year, and quick fire, you're down the field scoring 6. This offense is explosive.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. To the air, it's Hammond. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Simmons. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Second down, he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Picks up the first down. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
You got to love edge rushers. These guys in 4-3s, they are guys that can penetrate, get in the backfield. Watch the right end get in there so quick. Does a great job rushing the quarterback, knowing when he gets there how to get that dude on the ground. Give me my sack.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
You know, these little 1 to 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match, and those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on, and they wear this defense down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Across the 35. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Red Raiders! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
And it's the game-breaking speed. You see right there, he takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Off play action. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
That's pretty good zone defense, man. Zone defense means I got eyes on the quarterback, and when somebody comes into my zone, then I'm communicating with the other guy, and they pass it off and do a good job seeing the crosser, going to him, breaking on the football, getting the tackle, and now forcing the 4th down.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Cobb. Jukes his way for more. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. He now has 62 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. Keep it on the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Fires to the right. Just a bit of a misfire there. Can't make the connection. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Wide receiver comes in motion. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. The corners are walked up tight. They'll give it to the transfer. First carry. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go?
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Brown wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a gift, right? Like, he was pretty dang open, and that drag route came open, and he had a chance to catch that, chew up some yards, but the defense will take it. And I tell you what, when you go over the middle, man, you got to have some courage. And I don't know if he felt some pressure and some bodies around him, but that was a clear drop.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Snags it, and he's open. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. The extra point here would tie the game.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game, because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Joyner to begin the drive. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
To the air on second down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Wants to throw. It's Hammond. Fires to the wideout. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. The Red Raiders line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Catch is made at the 15. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out, and a chance to go on top with this drive. They'll start on the ground with Washington. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
And you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Motion from the wideout. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Might have a chance. He's up to 81 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
It's complete to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Shakes off the defender. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The Tigers want to move quickly. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work with the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Joyner. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Dropping back, it's Hammond. Unloads to the wideout. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Here's a give to Joyner. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
On 3rd down, here's Quentin Joyner. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The kick is on its way. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Looking to take a shot. Snatches it on the right. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Brown will throw it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Trying to get rid of it.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. And when I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air, but now, nice job dropping back.
And he's got it inside the 20. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. From the red zone, looking for a space. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Looking down the middle. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab in the end zone for 6.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And right down the middle. Coming out with it, it's Hudson. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. This is intercepted along the sidelines, but no. He's out of bounds. It's just an incomplete pass. Very fortunate turn of events for the offense. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Hand off to Joyner. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Iowa, taking on the Northwestern Wildcats.
He steps out of bounds at the 16, but now they have some room to operate.
And it's the Hawkeyes, looking to get the job done on the road. Right now, it's early, but they lead this season opener.
Pulls it in. It's Eakin. Shakes a man, and he might take off.
As we check in on these top 25.
Touchdown, Red Raiders. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. But I tell you what, as a defense, you've got to respect it. You've got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Brown wants to pass. Got his man. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Auburn lines up quickly.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Nimrod. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Gonna look downfield again. Oh, they're after him. Unleashes one. Complete to the right. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. Auburn sends out the punting unit. He'll try to really get into this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Motion from the wide receiver. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Hammond. Catch in the middle. It's Eakin. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Red Raiders are rolling down the field. Some misdirection with the counter. Maybe a crease. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running inside. It's Dickey. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Gets it out fast. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? Pressure coming. Flips it out on the screen. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, they came into this one as the favorite, obviously, and they looked like they were sleepwalking in that first half. Whatever adjustments they made in the second half, I think one thing's pretty simple. David, they remembered who they were. Offensively now, they've come out. They've been electrifying. They've been lighting up the scoreboard. Defensively, getting the football back. This was the team we thought we were going to see at the very start of the game.
Man, it's so hard week to week, man. So many challenges, injuries, all the things that come with it, and getting guys motivated, right? Like sometimes they just don't have that energy. Good to see them come out after the half with the energy, with the urgency. This is the squad we thought we were going to see.
They'll start on the ground with Washington. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Pulls it in. It's Nimrod. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Snags it on the right. Touchdown, Tigers. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Auburn with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's sticky. Powers through the defender. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Fires to the middle. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
On the ground, it's Cobb. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Back to pass on second down. Here's the pressure. Hard-hitting tackle.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Hard running there. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the pass.
First down here in what has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. What a welcome to college football for this season. Fights off a defender. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
The quick out. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn!
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Eakin. And he's brought down after a nice gain on the play. Give him 7 on that one. And now we've reached the 2-minute timeout. And the Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. Bringing the heat. Took a shot as he threw. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Auburn. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And what a fantastic job by the defense there on that 4th down. They understand, obviously, having a big lead. The offense is going to go for it. They're going to have to throw it. Everybody on defense has their eyes on the QB. They're able to jump in front of the pass, take it in for a touchdown, build their lead, and that essentially seals this game. They're going to go home with the W.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hudson. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start on the ground with Quentin Joyner. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Looking to the big tight end. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
He'll bring it out. It's Lee. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Out of the gun, here's Quentin Joyner. And he'll be tackled, and that'll bring us to the end of the game. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.